What's going on, YouTube world? It's your girl Kimberly. Today we are going to talk gardening and how to protect your cucumbers, cantaloupe, and yellow squash from slugs, bugs, and anything that slithers. I love a great harvest, and I am so much more concerned about protecting my harvest. So I want to make sure that everything is organically done because I don't use chemicals in my garden. Personal preference. And it's just something I've always done. So I'm going to show you guys the most cost-effective way to protect your viney garden from these type of slugs, bugs, and anything that slithers. All you need is sandpaper and a pair of scissors. That's it. That's all you need. What you do is you take the sandpaper, you fold it in half, as such, and you take your scissors and you cut based on the width of your plant from here to here. However, whatever the width of your plant is, you want to make sure you got plenty of room. So all I did again is I folded this in half. I'm doing this with one hand, so please excuse. Folded this in half, and then I'm going to use the scissors to cut whatever width I need to put 2 slits in there, okay? The end result is I open the sandpaper up, place it over, very nice and gently, place it over my cantaloupe as what you're looking at right now. Nice and securely. See? Look at that. Totally placed over the plant. No damage done to the plant. What that does is these slugs, bugs, and critters that slither, they do not like this roughage. See that? They can't stand that. That prevents them from getting to your vegetation and your harvest. They hate it. They do not want to, be on that because it's too rough for them. They don't like it. So it's perfect to cover your garden. And as you can see, I have it over my crookneck squash. Even though it's been kind of chilly, my squash is doing all right. See that? Look at that. It's doing pretty good as far as growth. So I'm very, very happy about that. And I've protected this one. Nothing hard to do. As you can see, my plants are actually a lot larger than, of course, if I would have just purchased them from the store. So I've actually planted these on 423. So they've been in the ground for a while. It is actually easier that when you first purchase the plant, that you put the sandpaper around it then when you first purchase them and put them in the ground, because of course it's easier because the plants are smaller. But as you can see, I've kind of waited and mine have kind of spread out and grown, so I'm going to have a little bit tougher time doing it, but it's going to get done. So when I'm finished, I'll show you guys the completed process of protecting my cucumbers, cantaloupes, and squash from slugs, bugs, and anything that slithers. Alright, you guys, I got all of my squash, cucumber, and cantaloupe well protected with my sandpaper method. And here you go. See? Put the sandpaper, cut the slits in the sandpaper, put it around the base of the plant, and you will have your plants protected from slugs, bugs, and anything that slithers. Mostly the slithering type of slugs, and those burrowing through your vegetation type of creepy crawlers, slimy type of animals that I'm sure none of us like at all, especially in our garden. So remember, the easiest way to do this is when you first plant your cucumbers, cantaloupe, and your squash. It's just easier to do it. The plant is much, much smaller, and it makes it a lot less stressful for you. So we're all done here. Happy gardening. Make sure you guys subscribe, and remember, protect your harvest. Love you guys.